Jordi, this was a hard-fought game, and it went back and forth, especially there at the closing minutes. Just what would you say this one came down to down the stretch?
Number one thing, my mistake of keep doubling Giannis towards the end when we had a two-possession game. Probably we had to stay home and try to guard him one-on-one. I don't know if we could, but at that point, probably that would have been the best thing to do. So I take responsibility for that. Opened up the three-point line, and they made them. They're a good three-point shooting team. That's what they've been doing lately, and they made the threes. But the reality is, in the last 3 minutes of the third and the last 6 minutes of the game, I believe it was a minus 19 for us. And our defense was atrocious. And if our guys, the way they wear a Brooklyn Nets jersey, don't play harder defense, they don't have a place in our roster. And they know it. They take pride of defense. And we're going to watch film. So, you know, that's how you win games. You lose games in the NBA. We didn't guard anybody in the last 3 minutes, in the last 6 minutes, last 3 of the third, last 6 of the fourth. So, got to be better.
What would you say you guys got away from defensively that stood out?
Yeah, how connected we were, our ball pressure, our shifts, all that went away because we were exchanging baskets and we were playing well offensively. I mean, you shoot 51% from the field, 46 from three, 94 from the free throw line, and turn over 13 times. So, you know, I think that's a pretty good line. That means we lost the game because we couldn't guard. And I think at times we did a good job. We allowed 24 points in the second quarter. I thought it was a great quarter. And then all of a sudden we come out of the locker room and we gave up 67. So, again, not consistent enough, not good enough for our standards.
Jordi, in your mind, I mean, you're up a dozen with 3 minutes left in the third. I mean, is that just guys mentally kind of taking their foot off the gas in terms of their defensive intensity, or was it something else that you saw?
I mean, we went up, we made a run with that group, and, you know, sometimes when they make a run, you don't want to, you know, break the run because, you know, like sometimes it's only the right thing to do if it works. And I let them run, and then I subbed the bench. Obviously, it was pretty much everybody in, not at once, but, you know, maybe 4 players and 1 player. I know that's hard, but it should be no excuse to give up, you know, 13 points in 2 minutes. But then that was the second group, and then the first group didn't finish the game well either. So they scored 26 points in the last 6 minutes of the game. And if you look at the second quarter, we allowed 24 in the second. So obviously no defense, again, to finish that third, no defense to finish the fourth. And that's how you win and lose games in the NBA.
It felt like the offense slowed down, got a little stagnant towards the end of the game. In your mind, is that just a byproduct of not getting stops on the other end, or was there something specific about that?
For sure, and I had to run certain guys a lot of minutes, and, you know, they were physical, and we were just wrestling instead of playing. And that's tough. You know, it was self-inflicted. When you take breaks and you don't play hard all the way through, then when you really need it, you know, then you don't have it. So we should have played faster. We should have got stops. Again, if you don't rebound, if you don't get stops, it's hard to run. It doesn't matter. Still, you look at the offensive line, it's pretty good. It's just our defense was, you know, worse than bad.
You spoke about, you know, not ending the double teams on Giannis soon enough, and then the three-point shooters got going. How hard is it to strike that balance when Giannis went off like he did in the third, and then you're trying to, you know, hope that the percentages bear out in your favor?
Yeah, it's like what you do, you still do it aggressive. You force the catch out. You come double with a good angle. You rotate with urgency. We did it in the first half, and we defended the three-point line. So, again, at that point with a two-possession game, you know, I own it. just probably stay home for a possession or two, and we got punished. But again, like we didn't do what we were supposed to, or what we did in stretches. We didn't do it consistently, and that connectivity and togetherness and communication and physicality was not there defensively, and that's why we took this loss.